Another interview that was conducted by Wike is that of the FCT minister, Wike. Wike has been everywhere. Wike, after the unveiling of the ADC as the platform for the opposition coalition, Wike invited journalists for a media chat. Journalists from different prominent broadcast channels in Nigeria invited them for media chat. Wike went on Politics Today on Channels Television, hosted by Wike, and he did an interview of 1 hour 30 minutes. Wike went to a church to dedicate for Thanksgiving for the projects he has been able to do and commission in Abuja. And he used the time, the platform he was given in the church to also talk about politics. Wike has been everywhere and he's been generating responses. Like today, the Daily Momodu, publisher of the Ovation magazine, he was one of those that we mentioned. Daily Momodu is part of the opposition coalition, part of those that unveiled the ADC as its platform. So Wike mentioned him, his name came up in the conversation Wike had with Wike. And so today, Daily Momodu gave a right of response. If somebody goes on media and mention your name and talk about you, you have the right to respond. To the television channel station will invite you to come and respond, to what the person has said. So Daily Momodu gave right of response. He honored right of response today, And it was clear that what Wike said really got to Daily Momodu. And Daily Momodu used to be, he's a journalist. He used to be more diplomatic, but today he was throwing the punches, clearly stating the problems that Wike used to drink alcohol and stuff like that. Now, what I would say is that Wike is being strategic. People think that, Wike doesn't know what he's doing. He's just going on media. He's just talking. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's not true. Wike is being smart and strategic in what he's doing. And some people are just falling into his bait. Some people think, because of the way Wike talks, the way he does, okay, let's go and respond in kind, and talk and stuff like that. Wike is being strategic. Wike is everywhere. Everyone is talking about Wike. The newspaper are talking about Wike. In the past week, open the front page of most of the dailies. You see almost front page adverts on one project or the other that is commissioning. If you go on television, people are talking about Wike. Arise, News Central, Channels, Wike. If you go on social media, everybody's talking about Wike. That is taking up the space. It's taking up all the attention. When the ADC was unveiled, and it was the talk of the town, Wike hosted a media chat and said things that, the media had to carry. The talk was supposed to be on ADC. ADC was supposed to be occupying the space, the media space, with the unveiling. If you are unveiling something, if you are launching something as a political party or political coalition, It's supposed to dominate the airwave. Like in the US, if a Democratic Party or Republican Party, if they're doing something, launching something, a candidate is coming forward, they are launching the Democratic National Convention, Republican National Convention, it's supposed to dominate the airwaves. It's supposed to be what everyone is talking about, But if, like what Donald Trump does this. Donald Trump wants all the attention to be on him. And so Donald Trump would, if people are not talking about Donald Trump, if he's not at the center of attention, of media talk, he will do something, he will create something, he will even say something nasty to get him on the front page, to get him that attention that he wants. And that's how Donald Trump was able to win. 2016, 2024, the elections he won, Donald Trump occupies the space. He does things, he says all manner of things, and people will be talking about him. People will be talking about him. So you now see that there is good publicity, there is bad publicity, there is no publicity. If as a politician, publicity is good, as in, if people are talking about you, right, it's good. It's better if it's good publicity. Good publicity, people are saying something good about you, something positive, something, people are happy about. That's good publicity. Then you have bad publicity where people are talking about you, but in a negative light, because of something bad or something scandalous or something that you did. Then there is no publicity. When nobody is talking about you, you are contesting for a position, but you are not in the cover of papers. You are not in the television and all of that. You are trying to run a decent campaign, but no publicity. Publicity is better than no publicity. Good publicity, better than bad publicity, better than no publicity. But publicity is better than no publicity. If people are not talking about you, if you are not occupying the media space, before long, people will forget about you. Yes, the bad publicity, people will be talking about somebody in a bad light, but they are talking about the person. They are talking about it. Now, there was an unveiling of ADC, and instead of people to now focus on the messaging of the ADC opposition, they're now talking about what Wike said. Wike said this, Wike said that. People will now be coming out to say, oh, this thing that Wike said is wrong. Everybody will be talking about Wike. It's a strategy. There's what is called bully pulpits. Bully pulpits is a term that was coined by Theodore Roosevelt, 26th US president, from 1901 to 1909. The bully pulpit. Now, pulpit is a platform, for speaking or saying things. Bully, and in the 1901 to 1909, when Theodore Roosevelt was president, bully stands for excellent, first rate. It doesn't stand for bullying. It stands for something excellent. So, Theodore Roosevelt called the presidency, the US presidency, a bully pulpit, which is an excellent platform to advocate an agenda and to rally public support for your agenda or for a reform. So what Theodore Roosevelt was saying was that the presidency, the US presidency, is not only to make policies and to govern and all that, that it offers you a platform where you can sell a message, where you can pass a message to the American people, where you can advocate for your agenda, where you can advocate for certain reforms. That even if the laws are not passed, even if the policies are not passed by Congress, you'll be able to shape public opinion in your favor. That's what the concept of bully pulpit started from. And so you have this situation whereby a US president knows that I can use my bully pulpit. It first started with the US president coining that, but it has now evolved to anybody who holds political office can use that office as a platform to advocate for his policies, for his agenda, to turn people's opinion towards turning public opinion towards his favor. And so improve their public image, improve their polling and all of that. So you have a situation whereby politicians know that when they hold the political office, they can use that to make advocacy. They can use that to promote themselves, to promote what they stand for. And so you have this situation whereby, like in the US politics, where you see that if someone comes into the political space and the person has a media background, person has worked in media, has worked in television, and knows how to handle the media, and knows how to use the media to promote his candidacy, to promote his campaign. When the person knows that and uses it, like Ronald Reagan, former US president, Republican Ronald Reagan, was an actor. He was an actor, Hollywood. He knows how to use the media. He knows how to use television. And so he knows how to make a presence. He knows how to make a presentation as if he's acting. And that is why he was able to be effective. He was a good speech maker, Ronald Reagan used his bully pulpits. He used the platform he had to sell his agenda, and he was a successful president. He ran twice, he won the re-election as president of the United States. You have Donald Trump, who is a businessman, right? He's a businessman. Whether he's successful or not, that's another argument. But he was someone who was also acting. Reality TV, Apprentice. One of the things that helped Donald Trump to come to the limelight was not just because of his business, but because of his appearances on television. He was appearing on The Apprentice. He was making effort to appear on magazines, on shows, cover of Time magazine and all of that, and he knows that